My grandma just had an affair baby. Now my grandpa is forcing DNA tests to get access to his $4.2 million inheritance. I just took one and my family is furious. It's always a lot to take in with these stories, Sam, but we have something that we love taking in, and that is the comments from our beloved public subscribers. This one is from the story, I'm kicking them and their loud baby out. So this story is about when the girlfriend realizes that OP has two dads. This comes from Rigby Wallaby 3952. I'm bisexual and trans. I've met people who want to be with me and acknowledge me until they know, hey, my bits aren't probably what you're thinking, and encourage them to actually research what sex with trans people can be like. It sucks. OP obviously has parents who did not tell him the struggles of being gay, because why would they? Yes, he probably should have mentioned it, but it shouldn't be expected just because the norm has been abused to my community. Her reaction says more about it. She could have just said that she wasn't used to that and moved on, but I'm guessing she's religious or homophobic for some other reasons. I love getting comments from people in the communities that the stories are about.
Yeah. Because we don't have all the perspectives is out there. And so that's where we rely on you to give us your perspective. So I really appreciate you sharing.
So I, 29 female, had a rich grandfather who passed away recently, and I didn't know him very well. He divorced my grandmother when my dad was 13 and barely spoke to him or his siblings for a few years after that. My aunts and uncle never knew why and felt really rejected by my grandfather's lack of interest in seeing them on a regular basis. Now, when my dad was 18, he reached out to my grandfather and reconnected with him. Eventually, my grandfather was able to somewhat mend his relationship with his dad's other siblings and even ended up paying for their college. However, my grandmother and grandfather were still pretty bitter towards each other, but never told anyone why or the reason for the divorce. They didn't really stop being openly hostile to each other until my own father passed away when I was 4.
Oh, man. OP, I'm sorry. That sucks.
And now that my grandfather's passed away, the secret came out when the will was read.
Oh boy, let's get some will tea.
Apparently, my grandma had an affair, and when she was pregnant with my aunt, she did not know who the father was, but chose my grandfather because he was the most financially stable.
Oh, damn, bro. These ladies. Come on.
My grandfather didn't know this for the longest time until he caught my grandmother in another affair and found an old letter from her first affair sent that she had kept. Add insult to injury.
If you're going to be cheating, don't keep the evidence.
He was furious and filed for divorce and used every legal tool he had, although not every ethical trick in the book, to hoard as much of his assets and resources as he could. Now, the will stated that before each child could claim their share of the $4.2 million inheritance, they would all have to take a DNA test to prove that they were in fact his biological relatives.
Dang.
So everyone has up to a year to comply to the DNA test. To any child that refused the test, or they were proven not to be biologically related to my grandfather, then they would be given just $5,000, while all of the rest would be reallocated to the children who were proven to be the biological children. We were all shocked and my grandma was livid. There were a lot of fights, but in the end, everyone wanted to present a united front and just try some kind of loophole, claim the money, and then take a DNA test.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's smart. That's smart. That's what I would have done.
That is smart. But what if you were like, I think, because here's the thing.
But you wait until the year.
If others are not, then you get more of the inheritance.
Yeah.
Versus if you stand in a united front, the pie will be less for everybody. But I never agreed to that and resented being told what to do as a legal adult. I tried to talk to them about it, but they shut me down twice. My uncle's wife even accused me of not really being my dad's kid, so I shouldn't get any money anyways.
My uncle's wife said that, he wasn't his dad's kid, so...
Like this is the grandma's affairs aside. He was saying,
the uncle. So the uncle's wife said that OP's mom cheated.
Yeah, literally.
Damn.
Like, I feel like everyone is trying to get OP to not.
Interesting. OP should,
Because I wonder why are they all united?
Why
are they all united? And why are they all shutting OP down when she's pushing towards the DNA test?
Holy shit.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Conspiracy.
Now that pissed me off. So I just took the DNA test out of spite. And I am my grandfather's biological grandchild. So as of right now, I am getting the majority of the 4.2 million of the money.
Oh my God.
Because everyone is refusing to take it. So by default, OP, as of this second in this story, is the only one entitled to the 4.2 million. Legally speaking.
Shit.
My paternal side was really mad at me. The reason why they hadn't all taken the test yet was because my grandma does not want them to. She denies everything that my grandfather is accusing her of and says that the letter provided is a fake. She's too insulted by the mere accusation and thinks that if her children do it, then they're doubting her integrity while also giving into my grandpa's manipulation, quote, from beyond the grave.
Interesting. I don't know. That sounds like what someone would say if they didn't want their little secret to get out.
Although I will say, on the other hand, he could just write a fake letter.
That is true.
And because he just didn't like her or something. But
well, I guess taking the paternity test doesn't actually prove that she didn't cheat.
If any of the children are not
like basically
related to him,
if all of them are related to her,
yes,
then
to him,
or if all of them are related to him, then it just proves that they're all his children, but it doesn't necessarily prove that she didn't cheat.
Yeah, she could have cheated but not had a child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like basically the paternity test only hurts her more.
Yeah, because think about this too. If she was so confident, she would be like, "Go ahead." Because I know they're all going to be positive because I didn't cheat. If you're so dang positive, let everyone take the test.
I think. Please tell me there's an update.
There's more. There's more. The story's not over.
Okay.
It's now started this domino effect where everyone is starting to fight with everyone. And now that the euphoria of showing up my uncle's wife is wearing off, I'm starting to feel guilty because of how it's affecting my cousins. So am I the a-hole? Ladies and gentlemen, I need to know what you would do in this position. Because again, you're in this like kind of like bluff. You're playing this game of chicken because there's 4.2 million on the freaking line. And it's like, do you take the test and try to get it? And then, like, where do you stand in that?
I say everyone just should take the test.
But think about this. If OP, like, almost like eggs them on like, oh yeah, I get like basically kind of keeps them at bay from taking the test, the year will expire and legally OP will get all of the $4.2 million.
Oh man. I mean, do I care about my relationship with this family?
Do you care about it more than $4.2 million?
If it was my family now, I wouldn't do it, right? But if it was some family that always like it's on me and hates me and says my mom was a dirty cheater and all that stuff, then I would take the paternity test. I wouldn't tell anyone. If it came back negative, then I would be like, all right, let's all stand in solidarity. Came back positive, same thing. All stand in solidarity. Year ends, bam, serve it with them, get all the money.
I fooled you the whole time.
What would you do? Let us know in the comments. We desperately want to know. But with that, we'll see you in the next episode.